This program is brought to you by generous donations from the community and sponsored by Stifel Financial.
Good evening, Nevada County. I'm Keith Overby, your host for tonight's edition of Nevada County Now. At this morning's Board of Supervisors meeting, it was discussed and presented how the Trump administration's executive orders for budget freezes and the potential elimination of FEMA will affect our county. This covers the freezing of grants and loans, the stop work order for the National Forest Foundation, and current work that was being done for FEMA reform. The reduction of workforce from the Department of Government Efficiency, known commonly as DOGE, has the potential to impact 1 out of every 4 residents here in our community. Please take time to take a look at this presentation by visiting the Nevada County YouTube channel at the link below. Now don't go away. We're going to take a short commercial break and we'll be right back.
Thank you to Stifel Financial, proudly helping individuals pursue financial goals, businesses and organizations raise and protect capital, and communities offer a higher quality of life. To learn more, visit www.stifel.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, it's time to fill your propane tanks and gas cans, charge your batteries, and do whatever prep you need for what may be our strongest storm of the winter. This is predicted to be a strong cold system moving in tonight and sticking around until the weekend and beyond. It is expected to drop heavy snow at elevations above 4,000 feet and into lower elevations Thursday and Friday. This will come with strong southerly winds and rain. So get out there and enjoy the sunshine we have today. Now to follow this storm, you can check out weather.gov/forecastmaps website and type in your specific location. And the Nevada City Veterans Hall cold weather shelter is slated to be open at 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday. This is located at 415 North Pine Street in Nevada City, and they will accept guests until 8 p.m. A recent Trump administration executive order, the expansion of logging on public lands, directs federal agencies to expedite logging activities and permits access to previously protected forests to boost domestic lumber production. Now, due to unsustainable practices, much of Nevada County's old-growth forest was depleted by the mid-20th century. And logging in Nevada County has a rich history tied to the region's gold rush and early settlement. In the mid-1800s, as miners and settlers arrived, the demand for timber grew rapidly to support mining operations, build infrastructure, and provide fuel. Early logging focused on harvesting massive pine, fir, and cedar trees. Well, by the late 19th and early 20th centuries, steam-powered sawmills and railroads expanded logging operations. And during this period, logging camps and mills flourished, with towns like Truckee becoming major timber hubs, shipping lumber well beyond the county's needs. By the mid-20th century, mechanization transformed the industry, increasing efficiency, but also contributing to deforestation. Nevada County became a fairly bare landscape. Environmental regulations were introduced, which changed land use and conservation efforts. The decline in large-scale logging was seen, and the regrowth of the forest began. But sadly, the old growth was no more. Today, logging in Nevada County is limited, focusing on sustainable forestry, fire prevention, and habitat restoration, rather than commercial timber production. There are economic benefits to this practice. Logging supports industries such as construction, paper production, and furniture making, creating jobs and boosting local economies. It also provides raw materials for building homes, infrastructure, and everyday products. Forest management creates sustainable logging, which can help prevent overcrowding of trees, reducing the risk of wildfires and pest infestations. This practice also encourages reforestation, and in some cases, logging companies engage in replanting efforts, ensuring that the forests are replenished. Large-scale logging can lead to habitat destruction, loss of biodiversity, and contribute to climate change issues. Tree removal can weaken soil structure, leading to landslides and reduced soil fertility. Healthy forests can help regulate water cycles, and their removal can reduce rainfall and increase droughts. Now, cutting trees releases stored carbon, contributing to global warming, and logging operations sometimes displace indigenous communities and threaten their way of life, which includes both people and animals. Sustainable logging practices, such as selective cutting and reforestation, can help mitigate the negative impacts while still allowing economic benefits. So, as a community, we must ask ourselves if the executive order, the expansion of logging on public lands, which directs federal agencies to expedite logging activities, is in our best interest. However, if any, are we able to have input in this process? Now, Nevada County consists of roughly 613,120 acres, or about 958 square miles. Now, roughly 169,045 acres, or 265 square miles, are federal land. Now, approximately 168,000 acres may not seem significant in relationship to the overall number, but imagine that just beyond the populated areas of our community lies nothing but barren land. Okay, folks, now don't go away. We're going to be right back after this short message.
In the heart of California's Sierra Nevada foothills, Nevada County isn't just a place to live, it's a community to thrive in. At the Nevada County Economic Resource Council, we're committed to supporting our local businesses, fostering innovation, and creating opportunities for entrepreneurs to grow. Whether you're starting a new venture or expanding an existing one, the Nevada County ERC provides the resources, guidance, and connections you need to succeed. Your success, our mission. Join us today and be a part of Nevada County's bright future. Visit ncerc.org and let's grow together.
All right, welcome back, everybody. The U.S. stock market is experiencing significant volatility due to escalating trade tensions and recession fears. Yesterday, the Dow dropped nearly 600 points, and this morning it's down 400 points. This downturn followed President Trump's decision to double tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum imports to 50%, a move retaliating against Ontario's levy on electricity exports to the United States. Investors are increasingly concerned that the administration's policies, including heightened tariffs and potential federal workforce reductions, could disrupt the economy's stability. What we are learning about economics is that it is fickle. It doesn't like instability. And here to break it down for us is our very own local economist, Gil Matthew.
Hi, I'm Gil Matthew, Executive Director of the Nevada County Economic Resource Council, and this is All Things Economic. And today's topic is reading the economic tea leaves. Now, economic data is a bit like looking at an aquarium full of fish and trying to count them. The data keeps moving around, and just when you think you have it counted correctly, everything moves and you have to start over. That's the way the economy is. It keeps moving, and just when you think you have figured out, it moves and changes. For instance, the median price of a house in your area, let's say, is X, and then 2 months later it is Y, and the difference is 20%. Why? Well, for the median price of a home, that is the middle price of all the homes sold in the subject area. So if one or more of the multi-million dollar homes sells, then the median price can change a lot. Or for instance, think about this. Half of the students in my son's class are below average. Of course that is true, but what is average? And can average move? There are 3 things to keep in mind when hearing any data. Context matters. Economic data doesn't exist in a vacuum. A single number like GDP growth or unemployment rate might seem good or bad, but its meaning depends on historical trends, seasonal factors, and broader economic conditions. Example, a 4% unemployment rate sounds low, but if a significant number of workers have left the labor force, not counted in the unemployment stats, it may not really reflect a strong job market. Inflation adjusted versus nominal data. Many economic figures are reported in nominal terms, meaning they don't account for inflation. Real data adjusts for inflation, making it more useful for comparing across time periods. Example, if wages rise by 5%, but inflation is 6%, real wages have actually declined in purchasing power. And then there is short-term versus long-term trends. Economic indicators fluctuate due to short-term events like weather, political change, or temporary market shifts. A single month's data might not reveal the bigger picture. Example, a sudden drop in GDP could be a temporary reaction to a crisis, while a steady decline over several quarters signals a deeper economic issue. Survey data is one of the most corruptible areas of economic data. And one of the interesting ones is the consumer confidence number that is published monthly. In the first quarter of 2022, it showed a significant decline in confidence, and yet the overall economy kept moving ahead full force and did so for the next 8 quarters. I would also suggest that 2 more things should be considered when hearing economic data. What is the source? Is it reliable? And what is the time frame? If your aunt tells you that the price of bread is going up, did she change the type of bread she was buying? Or did she change the store from which she bought it? And second, when was the last time she bought bread? And if someone in government gives you a number, be aware. Reading the economic tea leaves is tricky, but really fun. Until next time, I'm Gil Matthew, and this is All Things Economic.
Hi, I'm Erin Tarr, Executive Director of the Bear Yuba Land Trust. We're a local nonprofit that's been around for 33 years. We've protected over 25,000 acres of land, built over 50 miles of trail, and are always looking for new ways to connect the community with nature.
I'm Sean Clark, and I work on our lands and trails at Bear Yuba Land Trust. We'd love to have you become part of the Land Trust family. You can head on over to bylt.org to become a member, make a donation, or sign up for a volunteer work party, and come help us steward the land.
All right, welcome back, everybody. In the end, the economy, like the tides, moves in cycles, rising, falling, and rising again. And while challenges persist, innovation, resilience, and adaptation continue to shape the path forward. Whether in times of boom or bust, one truth remains. Those who understand the forces at play and adapt accordingly will always find opportunity, even in the most uncertain times. And so, as history has shown, the story of economics never truly ends. It simply turns the page to the next chapter. Now, as a continuation of honoring the women of our community for Women's History Month, today we take our information from the town of Truckee. Women have been shaping geographic information systems for centuries, really long before the technology existed. From medieval cartographers to modern GIS scientists, women have played a crucial role in mapping our world, often without the recognition they deserve. In Truckee, Sarah Coonan, the town of Truckee's GIS technician in the Public Works Department, continues this legacy. Sarah manages GIS data for the town of Truckee, including roadways, trails, and drainage infrastructure. She creates internal and public-facing maps, including the ever-popular Where's My Plow snow removal tracker. Now, with a background in cultural anthropology and a graduate certificate in GIS, Sarah loves that GIS sits at the crossroads of art, science, and technology, transforming raw data into maps that inform decisions and solve geographic challenges. One of the oldest cartographic records, the Ebsdorf map, was created in 1234 and is a massive medieval map of the world that served as both a geographical and ethnographic record. It was illustrated on 30 goat skins, and the map was likely co-created by the nuns of Ebsdorf, who were known for their craftsmanship in the arts. The map detailed cities, rivers, biblical stories, and cultural traditions, demonstrating the early contributions of women to geographic knowledge. In World War II, the military mapping maidens were women who stepped up to support the war effort by drafting and computing battle maps critical to military strategy. These women, often referred to as Millie the Mapper or the military mapping maidens, used photogrammetry to interpret aerial images and create detailed topographic maps. Their work was crucial for military operations, ensuring accurate navigation and planning. You can read more about their military mapping. And the list goes on of women who contribute to map the future. As we celebrate Women's History Month, it's important to remember the countless women, past, present, and future, who shaped the way we see and understand our world. Okay, folks, thank you for watching this edition of Nevada County Now. Now, if you would like to help contribute or write stories, appear on a show, or even become a host, please check out the details on our website at nevadacountymedia.org/ncn. And remember, this program is local news and information brought to you by local residents. Now remember to stay safe, take care of each other, and get out there and explore all this community has to offer. Good night now.